Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a quick look of the brand new PRS SC McCarty 594 single cut in black gold burst. So right away up front, I just want to let you know I got a significant discount on this guitar for the video. That won't have any, bearings on my opinion or anything like that. Just wanted to let you know up front. The guitar has a mahogany body with a mahogany neck. It's got a maple cap and a flame maple veneer. The actual, flame part is just a veneer, but it does have a, a real maple cap on it. So the neck is the PRS pattern vintage neck profile. It's a pretty chunky neck. It's definitely comfortable, but it's definitely got some chunk to it. I'd say it's probably one of the chunkier necks of all the guitars in my collection. So if you don't like chunky necks, or you don't know if you like chunky necks or not, I would definitely play one of these, maybe if you can before you buy it, because it's definitely got some girth to it. The fretboard is rosewood, which is nice to see because a lot of companies are using laurel now or some other kind of wood for, their fretboards, and rosewood isn't on the CITES list anymore. So I wish more companies, would go back to using rosewood, but this one definitely has rosewood. It's got the PRS, bird inlays. And the frets, the PRS doesn't list what kind of frets they are. I'd say they're medium jumbo, probably. But I gotta say right off the bat, the fretwork on this guitar is phenomenal. The ends are perfect. Every fret was level. I checked it, with a fret rocker. They're polished nice. Didn't have to do a single thing to these frets. Really, really good fret job on this guitar. It's got the, your usual PRS headstock up there, 3-on-3 side, and really, really like the headstock. It relaxes the angles, of the strings to the, the posts. I really like that. And it's got the same nut as you would find on any PRS guitar. I think they call it it's like brass infused or something like that, but nice nut. Slots are cut really, really good. As far as the tuning pegs that come on this guitar, it comes with, kind of vintage Cluson looking non-locking tuners. So I did put a set of the Graphtec ratio locking tuners, as I have to do on just about every guitar I get. It's my locking tuner of preference. I definitely wanted locking tuners on this guitar. Now I had to pop out the ferrules, and I did have to enlarge the holes to get, normal size, locking tuners in there. So just keep that in mind if you do want to put normal size tuners on there. There are some locking tuners out there that will fit the the holes without enlarging them. I think Cluson makes a set, and I think Goto might make a set also. But like I said, I wanted to have the Graphtec ratio tuners on this guitar, so I did have to enlarge the holes. Coming down to this end of the guitar, we've got the 58/15 low turn S humbuckers in this guitar, and we got a volume and a tone for each humbucker, and the tones are push-pull to coil tap the humbuckers. And I'm not a fan of the knobs that come on the guitar, you know, from the factory. They're real orange and kind of blah looking, so I did put a set of the normal, you know, PRS amber lampshade knobs on there, which I think look a lot nicer. So on mine, I did put cream core, you know, plastic parts on my guitar. This S2 had the cream, you know, core parts on it that I took off because I thought the black would look nicer on it. So I had those left over, so I went ahead and put those on here. And I think, in my opinion, I think these look nicer. There's no real need to do that, but the color of the core rings compared to the SE rings, as you can see here, the SE rings are more yellow than the core rings are, and the color of the core rings matches the neck binding a lot nicer, and they, as you can tell, they fit just fine on the guitar. I really like the bridge setup on this guitar. It's the PRS two-piece bridge, and it's basically, you know, the same bridge and tailpiece that you would find, you know, on the upper level core guitars. So really nice hardware. It's really comfortable. It's super easy to set up and intonate. Really nice system. So we'll do some tone samples for you. Of course, that means we're going to do the same riff that we always do, among some others. really like the neck humbucker in this guitar. The bridge humbucker is, I'm not sure yet. It seems like it can get a little honky sometimes with certain amps, but then with other amps, it sounds fine. So it's probably just the EQ curve, of the bridge humbucker. But I definitely like the neck humbucker for sure. Now, some people don't like the coil taps that are in this guitar. I like them. I think they work good, especially in the neck. But I tend to use those coil taps quite a lot on this guitar. So the construction of the guitar is absolutely fantastic. There's not a flaw on the guitar. The finish is applied great. The nut is cut super nice. Really, the highlight of this guitar, though, guys, is the fretwork. Really, really nice fretwork, in this guitar for sure. So, gang, that'll about do it for the quick look of the SE McCarty 594 single cut. I think with these new SEs that are coming out, I think PRS is really kind of blurring the lines between the SE and the S2 and the core lines. Sure, the core lines are going to be the better guitar, but honestly, I have some S2s, in my collection, and this SE is right up there with them. I think the S2 and the SE comparison makes more sense, than to the core. And I got to be honest, I find it hard now to justify the price increase, between the SEs and the S2s. These SEs are just really, really good. And like I said, I have S2s and core, guitars in my collection, and I'll play this right alongside of them, no problem. So, verdict for me is still out a little bit, on the bridge humbucker. May keep it in there, may replace it. Don't know yet. Want to live with it, a little longer. It's not that it sounds bad. I just don't think it sounds quite as good as the neck does yet, but that may come. But like I said, really, really nice guitar for the money. PRS is really making it hard to make the jump from the SE to the S2s, I think. So, but anyway, like I said, that'll about do it for this quick look. I want to thank you guys for checking it out with me. We'll see you next time.